Good afternoon, LIU Post. This is your campus news report. I'm Joe Eichhardt.
And I'm Sophia Strauss. After missing the initially scheduled fall 2019 start to the program, the university received approval from the American Veterinary Medical Association's Council on Education to begin accepting applications for the College of Veterinary Medicine. In an email to the LIU community, President Kimberly Klein announced that the university received the letter of reasonable assurance from the council. The program is now set to begin in fall 2020 semester and has an expected enrollment of 100 students. Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine, Carmen Fuentilba, is eager to begin, saying she's excited for educating the next generation of practice-ready and entrepreneurial veterinarians.
Some students on campus are experiencing difficulties visiting the campus mailroom due to it being short-staffed. For the first few weeks of the semester, everything from Amazon packages, textbook deliveries, and letters from parents were caught up in the sorting process, handled by a sole mailroom worker. The mailroom is single-handedly run by Sergio Riviero, who takes his mail clerk position very seriously, but he can't do it all. He said, "Students come during common hour and I'm still sorting everything. I need to hurry and get them their mail, so we definitely need at least one more person to help with this." The mailroom receives about 300 packages a day, and having just one person to sort them all is difficult. Riviera recently received one extra worker, but the help is only temporary.
Adam Silverstein and Gabrielle Barone were named this year's Homecoming King and Queen at the 2019 Homecoming Game this past weekend. Silverstein hopes he can use his position to create a positive environment for students on campus, saying, "I want to use my status as Homecoming King to continue my goal of being a positive leader and role model." Barone hopes to listen to the student opinions about the future of the university. She said, "I would love to do a meeting or a forum or even just send out a quiz to see what people are feeling and what they feel needs to be addressed. I have that position and I have that voice." Students voted for King and Queen over the course of 2 days, from October 14th to October 16th. Other candidates in the running included Christina Lynch and Ashley Rodriguez for Queen and Justin Ortega for King.
The art department is hosting a Business of Art speaker series to empower art students as they prepare to enter their professional field. The third event in the series was an alumni panel held at the SAL Gallery in the B. Davis Schwartz Memorial Library on Wednesday, October 16th. The panel consisted of 3 alumni, Anne-Marie Marenga, Jordan John Wan Lee, and Joshua Taylor Early. The alumni shared their success stories and gave advice to students about making a living as an artist. They advised students to be open-minded to all types of jobs and to experiment with new styles and platforms. The series will continue on Wednesday, October 30th with Jean Noel, Becky Warren, and Charlene Wang discussing online tools for artists in Studio A, the sculpture building.
The source of an artist's inspiration can be anything from major life events to their loved ones. For Shang-Chi Wan, her inspiration was man's best friend. Wan's dog-themed exhibition was shown in the Sculpture Gallery from October 12th to 18th. Paintings and drawings of canine companions doing human-like activities line the walls, showing the best of 2 years' worth of art. Wan also has an international-themed series of dog drawings where elements of different cultures influence the pieces. Learning about art history during her time in the MFA program helped Wan create her pieces. Many aspects of her work were inspired by several famous artists, including French painter Henri Matisse. Those interested in furry companions and art can see more of Wan's work by following her on Instagram at shangchiwan_art.
During the week of homecoming, the SAL Gallery, which normally provides a space for current students to share their artwork, instead showcased the work of alumni from the Fine Arts program. Along the walls of the room and resting on top of pedestals, 52 different pieces of artwork from 51 alumni were displayed. The artwork showed a wide variety of artistic mediums, ranging from digital photographs to sculptures and more. The show opened on October 14th and will continue to be on display until October 25th. The next SAL Gallery reception will take place on October 30th from 5 to 8 p.m. for the BFA Photo Thesis show.
Now over to Elise Person with sports this week.
This week in Shark Sports News, the LIU Sharks fell to St. Francis University 30-0 this past Saturday in their very first homecoming as a Division I program. This loss was another hard hit for the team, who had a rough start to the season. Coming into this game with an 0-5 record, the Sharks were looking forward to their first win. However, the first half was a defensive battle as LIU trailed 9-0 after 2 quarters of play. Coming out at halftime, the Sharks tried to create offensive play but were only able to get 1 drive throughout the entire third quarter. In the fourth quarter, St. Francis scored 3 touchdowns to put the game out of reach. Head coach Brian Collins said that it may sound weird to say that the future looks bright when their record is 0-6, but this year is about letting young players develop. Going forward, the Sharks will continue to search for their first win of the season as they travel to New Britain, Connecticut this weekend to take on Central Connecticut State University. The 2019-2020 women's ice hockey team is the very first Division I ice hockey program on Long Island. Head coach Rob Morgan put together a team he believes will make history, saying, "I've recruited everyone here for a reason, not just to fill a jersey, but to be a part of something special." The Sharks opened their season with an exhibition match against professional women's ice hockey team, the Metropolitan Riveteers. The Sharks lost in a 10-3 battle, however, they took the loss as an opportunity to prepare for the regular season. Captain Morgan Shower said, "Getting that first look at that kind of talent, speed, and strength we will be up against this season was an awesome learning experience." Up next for the Sharks is 2 games on the road against Yale University. The games are set to be played on Friday, October 25th and Saturday, October 26th. Coming up this weekend in sports, the LIU Sharks field hockey team looks to stretch their conference record to 3-1 as they host NEC opponent Sacred Heart University on Friday at 3 p.m. at Bethpage Federal Credit Union Stadium. The women's soccer team will travel to Bridgeport, Connecticut to take on Sacred Heart University tomorrow at 3 p.m. as the Sharks try to chip away at the NEC and bring themselves to a winning conference record of 5-4. And finally, the men's soccer team hopes to make moves in the NEC as they host the NEC's number 3 team, Bryant University, on Sunday at home with the game set to start at 1 p.m. That's this week's Sports Report. I'm Elise Perston, and now back to Sophia and Joe.
That's all the news we have for today. I'm Sophia Strauss.
And I'm Joe Eichart. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.